What's one business principle or lesson that you like to hang your hat on? Like if you were to give a TED talk on, one of the things that you've really kind of hung your hat on in terms of your business acumen, what would that one thing be?
Well, I use the term controlled growth quite a bit, and that's you don't want to stay stagnant. If you don't grow, you die. But if you outgrow your people, then you're going to start doing not as good a quality work, and it just becomes a monster. So we try to grow little by little each year, and the goal is to always do better than the year before. We've done a pretty good job of that. So that I guess that would be kind of our business approach.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Builder's Bible. I'm joined by Patrick Jones, who is the founder and owner of Jones Contracting. They do concrete work and cement work. Patrick, thanks so much for coming on the show. Tell us a little bit about how you started the business. How'd you wind up where we are today?
Well, it's kind of a long, unconventional road to get here. I've always worked construction jobs throughout high school, and my dad was a heavy equipment operator and was in the concrete industry in the 70s. And so I grew up hearing a lot of stories about the paving business. I went to college and majored in finance. And while I was going to college, I worked for an excavation company, got to run heavy equipment and had a blast doing it. When I graduated college, I got a job as a financial advisor. Was terrible at it, just god awful. So on my way back from another failed client meeting, I was driving by a heavy highway construction yard and decided to go in and apply. And I had my suit and tie on, and they kind of laughed and giggled at me, but got hired on, and I guess the rest is history.
So what is your guys' specialty or focus? Is it what types of projects do you guys typically take on?
So we're concrete contractors. Our specialty is building city streets and county roads. We also do commercial parking lots and flat work and foundations. So yeah, that's what we specialize in is concrete work.
How do people find you, or how do you normally get new clients? Is it typically all repeat work? Is it outreach to municipalities and cities, or how do you typically get new business?
The majority of our work is hard bid, and so we're bidding through the Iowa DOT or local counties and cities, and that's typically how we get most of our work. We do have some repeat factories that we go to work for, but majority is hard bid. So.
Yeah. At a given time, how many projects do you typically have going on?
It ranges from 10 to 15, but they're all in different stages. We subcontract all the excavation work out, so they're usually the first ones on the ground, and so it can be anywhere from just the beginning stage of the project where the dirt guys are working to when our crews are there laying the concrete.
What are some things that you feel like are going really well with your business, and what do you feel like is not going so well?
I feel like our personnel and the employees we got on board are some of the best in the business, and just extremely happy with the quality of work we do and our productivity. Some things we struggle with are trying to handle the things we can't control, and that's design issues, engineering mistakes, or weather issues. Other subcontractors that aren't performing. That's been a struggle as of late.
Yeah. Let's talk about AI for a second. And I'll be really curious to ask you this, but how do you feel like it's shaping your industry?
Well, I think it's going to have a huge impact on the office work as far as everything from generating bids to billing. We got a pretty small office, and we're just starting to dabble in it now and try to get efficient at it, or trying to use it to make us more efficient. I don't know how it's going to affect the field work yet. I don't see robots finishing concrete in the future, but maybe I'm wrong. I think there's always going to be a demand for our tradesmen, but from the office standpoint, I think it's going to have a huge impact.
What do you feel like makes your company unique? Like if someone is, obviously you're doing hard bids on a lot of projects, but if someone was to ask you, hey, what makes you better than the other guy? How would you answer that question?
Well, it comes down to having the right people and having the right equipment. And I think we got a pretty good combination of that. I mean, the materials are going to be the same for every contractor bidding the job. But where you find that edge is having the right equipment and the right people to do the project.
Yeah. I know a lot of service-based businesses I speak with have a hard time finding skilled labor and maintaining teams. Do you feel like there's something unique that you've done differently to, keep employees sticking around longer, or is there anything unique you do in your hiring process?
Yeah, we've made a really conscious effort to provide a good benefits package and try to treat them like the professionals they are. And it's been a struggle the last 10 years, but I feel like we've done a good job retaining our top employees. We're in an area where we're competing with cities and counties, and there's a railroad here. They're all offering great benefits to good blue collar workers, and that's who we need to compete with. And I feel like we've done a good job with that.
Yeah. What's one business principle or lesson that you like to hang your hat on? Like if you were to give a TED talk on, one of the things that you've really kind of hung your hat on in terms of your business acumen, what would that one thing be?
Well, I use the term controlled growth quite a bit, and that's, you don't want to stay stagnant. If you don't grow, you die. But if you outgrow your people, then you're going to start doing, not as good a quality work, and it just becomes a monster. So we try to grow little by little each year, and the goal is to always do better than the year before. We've done a pretty good job of that. So that, I guess that would be kind of our business approach.
Okay. What's something that we haven't talked about today that gets you fired up?
Well, good question.
Could be anything. It could be sports. It could be business, family. It could be a hot take you have that no one shares.
Yeah, I think something that comes to mind is people that are put in leadership positions without leadership training. And that's across the board, from teachers, coaches, even our different tradesmen that you run into. Just because you're good at one thing doesn't necessarily make you a good leader. So,
yeah.
And it's in my own leadership journey, it's been a struggle. It hasn't come naturally for me. I've really had to make an effort to gain those skills and try to lead people. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Patrick, if people want to learn more about who you are and what you do, where can they go?
Go to our Facebook page, Jones Contracting Corp. Website, www.jonescontractingcorp.com. We're on Instagram. So, but Facebook is we use that quite a bit. So.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. Don't go anywhere because I want to keep talking, but thanks for coming on the podcast.
All right. Thank you.